You got one spread, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we for ingredients. What do you change to get it closer to the expected consistency?
What's butter? Let's use the gluten-free flour.
I thought that was loose dough. Until I squeezed it and it was warm. I'm like, wait a minute.
Tastes alright.
Good.
Minutes.
We can do it early. Nobody watching right now. So.
Nobody watched it earlier either.
No, Larry was on. Tasha was on.
Come on, Gracie, let's get started. With the show.
Yay! Which ones are we doing first?
I'll do one and you do one.
The Play-Doh-like ones?
They're both Play-Doh-like a little bit. Okay.
Which ones are not as sticky?
You like? Okay, welcome. to our baking show with our very special guest, Miss Grace.
Mm.
Today, we're doing 2 experiments. The first one is inviting Miss Grace to help us because this is shortbread. This is so stinking easy, guys. 4 ingredients, all by hand, nothing really to do. And it's fun for the kids because Grace thinks we're making Play-Doh that you can eat. Right? Okay, the second experiment is we're going to try to make some of these gluten-free or wheat-free. So we tried a couple things. This has rice flour in it, and quite by accident we tried all rice flour. Don't do that, it tastes like sand. So then we tried oat flour, which has a really nice taste. Do you want to bite? It's hot, it's warm. Yeah? Tastes yummy, but they squish, they flatten out.
Squishy.
So we're going to try our old standby of Bob's Red Mill gluten-free flour substitute. But first, we're going to measure everything carefully. Do you know why you measure carefully?
Why?
Because if you don't measure carefully,
oh, you got your cookies wrong.
you get your cookies wrong. The second reason do you know why we're going to measure first?
Why?
Because this is kind of a messy, fun recipe.
Ah!
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 We could do with your friends on a play date.
Ooh!
Tasia could do it with your niece Eris. Wouldn't that be fun?
Making cookies going up the road.
Alright, first, we have a cup of butter, and this butter is warm. It's at room temperature. And we're going to put in half a cup of sugar into each bowl. Half for me, half for you. If you're trying to cut out sugar, you can use a sugar substitute. Use the 1-for-1 stevia.
Oh yeah.
Or use 1/3 of a cup of crystalline fructose. Your body digests fructose the same way it does an apple. That's what's in an apple. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, next we need 2 cups of this gluten-free flour.
Huh, Mama, can I do it?
Hold on, you gotta remember how you
Measure.
measure. How do you measure? You put it from 1 cup into your measure cup, and then, now it's less important to do this with your gluten-free flour because it doesn't have the gluten, it doesn't pack down. But it's good to have a good measurement. And we're going to set that over there because we don't need it yet. And then, we're going to do that. The second cup.
So that one's yours, that one's mine.
No, these are both yours. This recipe has 1 cup of butter, that's 2 sticks, and 1/2 cup of sugar, which is not a lot when you consider how many cookies we're going to get out of this. And the cat who gave us that hair just went into the bedroom.
What hair?
The one.
Obviously it was an orange hair. If it was the other color, you wouldn't have seen it.
All
right.
Oh, it was that Henry.
There it is. That's Henry. And I'm going to get 2 cups of this kind of flour that you really do have to measure carefully, plain white flour.
Ooh, can I try?
Can you try? All right, you put it in, scoop it up and put it into this one.
We're almost out, guys.
No, we're playing. We're buying 50-pound bags at Winco.
Oh.
Wonder if they deliver.
Alright, there's one. Hold on. No, don't pat it like that. We're going to pat it carefully with the knife. Okay, that way we're not squashing it down.
Mama, I can do that with a butter knife.
Yep, butter knife is good.
This is the same as the other cup, right?
Yep, still 1 cup. So we've got 1 cup of butter and 1/2 cup of sugar, and now we have 2 cups of flour. flour of your choice. Oh, we gotta finish this up because we gotta get those out of the oven.
You can just do it right now. I'm serious.
Get those out of the oven.
Yeah. You can just go quick.
Okay. How hot is our oven, ma'am? That's
the time.
The other one.
400.
400 degree oven. Alright. We are going to take these out to cool just for a second. These are the regular full flour ones.
What?
Well, alright. While we measure our rice flour. Now get a plate to put those on. We don't want to leave them on there too long because they'll start to burn at the bottom. Okay, I want to show you these. They should be just starting to brown around the edges here. See?
Yeah.
This little edge here, it's just got a little golden on the top and the bottom. That means that they're crunchy on the outside and they're going to be nice and
Soft in the inside.
soft on the inside. All right, here's our quarter cup.
Nice and soft on the inside.
3/4 cup of rice flour, and this gives it that crunch.
Can I try doing it after you?
Well, I don't know. This is a jar. It's harder to get into.
But I can still do it.
I don't want to make a mess. All right, you fill up this one. Fill this.
You need another cup.
I know.
Hey.
Hard to believe I don't
No,
have
I think
enough
that
cups.
one that's sitting up there.
2/3. 2/3. There we are. All right, we need to clean that off because we need a flat 2/3 or flat 3/4. All right, 3/4. All right, 1/2 cup.
So this is a kind that's
Yours is using the
not
flour
as squishy?
substitute. Yeah.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
Mama, you keep
I
making a mess from yourself.
That's how it bakes. That's how baking goes.
Making
Is there a
messes.
lid for this?
No,
Really?
it's not in there.
All right. Well. All right. Real quick, I'm gonna. Oh, here it is. Pull these off of this pan and onto this plate to finish cooling. Because you can see, as it's been sitting here, it's got a little darker on the bottom, and it'll keep doing that because why does it keep cooking after you take it out of the oven?
Because it's hot.
That's right. The pan is hot.
Ow. I bit my tongue.
And always, who always does the cooking part and taking it off the pan?
Mommy.
Because Gracie doesn't want burnt fingers, right?
I mean, whoever you have that's way older than you. That's like a teenager or a grown.
A grown. Always a grown. All right.
Cubby still makes cookies for herself.
I know.
So I could eat Cubby. If mommy.
If you must. If you must. All right.
If you must, I will eat.
Now it's time to get dirty.
Ooh, dirty.
All right. So we are going to
Mix it up.
squash that butter.
Wash.
Give it a good hard squeeze. There you go.
I love
Squash
squeeze.
it all up.
Butter. Squeeze down.
You got to get all that sugar worked into that butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me if you need some help.
I do.
You do. Keep getting your fingers in there. You're not done yet. I'm not done yet. You gotta make sure this butter doesn't have any clumps in it. Because then you end up with a big clump of butter in the middle of the cookie.
Ooh, that's gonna be not as squishy as you want it to be. It's gonna
Right.
be too squishy.
What do we do shortbread cookies for? Christmas
Yep.
and tea
Yeah.
and daddy.
And Daddy.
And daddy's favorites, huh?
Yeah. My favorites are
Alright, we don't want the butter to melt really, we just want it squashy. So
squishy.
you are actually doing really well. Alright, so we're gonna scoop it up like this. We're gonna get the rest of that sugar into it. We want the sugar in the butter.
Inside of the bubble.
No loose sugar left over. Oh, we got a big chunk right there. Get that worked out.
Squish it.
Okay, move your hand, you got another big chunk right there.
Squish it and squish it and
Yep.
squish it. And
Good
get
job.
all of it squishy.
Good job. Alright,
Okay, Mama.
you're doing well. No, you're not done yet. Don't be silly. You're only half done.
Okay, I'll help.
But wait, take your hands out. Now,
Butter.
we put in our flour.
Our flour?
That is 2 cups of regular flour or flour substitute and 3/4 cup of rice flour.
I'm not gonna touch anything.
That's all right. And you get that all squashy. No salt, except what was in the butter. No leavening. The butter will puff up and make it nice and
Puffy.
light on the inside.
And puffy.
And that rice flour will make it crunchy on the outside.
And puffy.
And puffy. Make Play-Doh. Get all that flour in there and make Play-Doh.
Play-Doh, Play-Doh, Play-Doh that you can eat after you cook it?
Yep.
Okay.
You can make these as simple or as fancy as you like. Grace's are going to be cut with a knife into squares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mommy's are gonna be cut with the net.
With
Cut with the
a biscuit cutter.
Yeah.
1-inch round biscuit cutter. Into circles.
Into circles. Yeah.
If you're going to put food color in here, use gel, food color, and just a little powder maybe. You can make these super
I'm really
fancy
squishing it.
by
I'm actually squishing it. It's getting.
after you've got them cut.
If you're really squishing it, it's getting stuck to your hands. Right?
You can make them really fancy after you have them cut with a glass cookie press, which is a fancy glass thing that I have somewhere around here.
Can we do it
I don't know where it is.
when we're having tea sometime? When you
When
find
we're
it?
having tea sometime, when I find it, we will absolutely use it.
Yay! My hands are stuck. I'm
Now,
not done.
you're right, you're not done, but I'm going to help you. So,
No, I
because
don't.
those are supposed to be gluten-free and I have flour on my hands, I'm going to come over here. And then I'm coming back to help you.
I'm actually squishing.
Well, yeah, we got to get to the cutting part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we actually have to squish
No.
to get to that.
Our cookie sheets are not greased. Because butter's going to melt. Nothing's going to stick anyway. Alright, we're going to put that over there. And we have our
big chunk by big.
beautiful chunk of marble here that we're not going to put anything on either. Alright, miss.
It's turning yellow.
It is turning yellow. It's supposed to.
Hey, Mama.
Oh, no. Back away. It's time to start cutting. Okay, ready? Alright, here we go with our first chunk of dough.
Yep.
Put that over there. So the camera can see our dough. Super duper simple. We're going to squash this out to about a 1/2 inch thick.
And all around.
Unless you're Grace's daddy, he's likes his super duper thick. Closer to 3/4 of an inch, maybe a whole inch. I'm going to make this as square as I can. There. You want a munch?
And I'll round up the rest of the
And you'll
butter.
round up the rest of the dough?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to make this nice and straight with a knife here. And we'll keep the leftovers and make a different batch, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Another batch.
Another batch. And I'm just going to cut these.
In kind of a square shape.
Yep.
It's kind of rectangle.
Yep. We're not using rulers. We're not even very straight. I'll make 16. I make, oops. I'll make 20 out of these. All right. Yeah, hold on.
I'm making a dough squishy.
And line these up on our pan here.
I'm rounding the dough up, Mama, so it doesn't get away again.
Don't be too fancy. And you don't need a lot of space between them. Some cookies spread out. Our oatmeal flour ones did. But these, even at that, they didn't spread out that much. So.
I'm getting more dough rounded up.
You get that dough rounded up.
That means got more dough
Got it all
squished
squished
together.
together there?
Almost.
Almost.
As you can see, I'm about to move the stool over there. Mama.
The oatmeal ones are pretty tasty.
And
Shortbread is kind of a dry cookie. Supposed to be. For
Mama,
your tea,
excuse me.
it's to dip in milk.
Can I help you?
Yep.
There's butter in both of them.
There's butter in all of them. Butter everywhere.
Yeah.
We go through the butter around here.
Yep.
Butter at Costco.
Yeah. Mama, can I wash my hands now?
You want to help with the other ones?
Ooh, I want to help with those ones.
Alright, well hold on. Because it's totally okay. Get your non-gluten hands on your gluten flour. It's gonna hurt a darn thing. Flour is tough stuff.
Non-gluten hands on gluten flour. It just puts
Yeah.
a little bit of non-gluten in there.
You'll notice there's no vanilla, almond extract, emulsifier of any kind. I'm going to add some flavor.
I can
Why
help
you'd
you
wanna
cut
add flavor.
straight, Mama. I know how to cut straight.
Use powdered extract. Yes, they do make that. Alright, just squish that one more together. How long do we cook these, Miss Grace? 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, and we cook them too. The oven's 400 degrees, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they're ready.
8 to 10 minutes in our 400-degree oven. That means set your timer to 8 minutes and check it when it goes off. If they haven't started browning, check it at 9 minutes. Still haven't started browning, check it at 10 minutes. If they still haven't started browning, you should probably make sure your oven's on.
Yeah. Because if your oven is not on, you're pretty sure not gonna get browned cookies or cookies at all.
Alright, so while those cook for their 8 to 10 minutes.
And I'll finish making the cookie dough.
Oh, was that the last little bit of that one?
Yep.
Okay. Here.
We might make more for tea someday. Mom.
Here's what we'll do. We'll make it a kind of a square.
Wait, Mama. I know how to make it a square out of
A
glue.
mushy square, yeah. There you go. Looks like a foot right now. You cannot overmix this. That's the good part of not having leavenings. Beat this puppy right into submission.
Ah,
Alright, look out.
I'm making some for Daddy. Now that's a square one. Wait, I help. Mama, can I help with the next batch of the other kind of cookie?
Yep.
What?
Daddy wants a cookie.
Daddy wants this cookie?
Yep.
Flat. Look at all the crumbs.
This is the regular cookie. That's what they should look like.
Can
They
I
should be crispy.
have a bite?
Yes, you can.
Mmm.
And almost biscuit-like on the inside, but a little bit sweet.
Yeah. Mama,
Tasty, tasty.
our next batch.
Our next batch. Let's pull this out.
I have non-gluten hands right
You have
now.
non-gluten hands. We're gonna get them all gluteny. And it's not about the gluten. It's about the wheat for these. 'Cause there's
Mama, excuse me.
not a lot of gluten in here. Let's face it.
Can I try?
Oh, we're gonna squish these a little bit. If you have wheat sensitivity,
Mama, where's our rolling pin?
then it's really hard on your stomach.
Where's our rolling pin?
We don't need a rolling pin.
Why? No, to make it like flatter.
It's not a real dough. It's a Play-Doh.
Oh, Play-Doh.
Remember?
We're playing with dough.
Right. Play-Doh. Alright, so I'm going to get these cracks out of here is all.
There's a crack in the side. We don't need any cracks.
Alright, is that thick enough? What do you think?
Yeah.
Thin enough? Too thick? Too thin? Just right?
Just
Alright.
Mama, can I do it?
Stay real close to the edge, but don't go over. Keep going. Stay right next to it. Right next to that. There you go.
Like almost touching.
Almost, but not quite. Tiny bit between.
That one's touching me.
That's alright. You didn't over that. You're overlapping. You're overlapping. Oh, that one got stuck. That's alright.
Just to say, if they get stuck, that's alright.
Yep. Oh, we broke that one.
And if they break it, that's
If it breaks,
okay.
alright. We're going to roll them out again.
Yep. Stuck.
You're getting a little off center, like big time. No. Kind of stay close to the edge, remember?
Alright.
Right. Keep going. Oh. Alright, one more.
One more to pick.
Well, to finish this side. Now we're going to go in between, in the inside.
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Oh. The circle just keeps going on and on.
Yeah.
Like you want it to.
Keep going. One more.
Okay, how about there?
Okay, and now we get one big fat one out of the middle there. Alright, now, what I want you to do, hey, what you're going to do now is you're going to break the cookies up. You're going to break the dough away and slide. Oh,
No,
slide
you're
the
gonna
cookie
do
like
that part.
Yeah, I'm going to do that part. Alright, you break the dough away.
I'm being careful not to break the cookie. Because you don't want broken cookies to be eaten. If you break them, that's okay, because you're gonna roll it out again.
Uh-huh.
I almost broke a cookie.
Oh dear.
I almost.
Almost.
It's not broken.
Alright, get all this gathered back up.
Yep.
Whose job is it to do the second pressing?
Daddy. Because the second is a little bit harder to squish than the first. I'm gonna go get a cookie. Ooh. These ones are the yummy.
These are the yummy.
Da, da, da.
And these really are quite yummy with milk.
Mhm.
And tea. Okay. Alright, here you go. Good job. Nope. Nope, there's our 8 minutes. Gonna peek. See those. See white still.
There, Mama.
Alright.
We only got one cookie stuck in there. Wow. That's crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy talk. If you're not watching on YouTube right now, you can watch it later.
That's our girl. We're on Twitch right now, but we will post to YouTube later, both this show and the one with the chicken in it and the lobster. Tomorrow, what are we doing with those chicken dinners? We are taking them to visit.
Pasco! I forgot who we're visiting in Pasco.
Grandma Margaret and Grandpa Dick. Aunt Shannon wants to see you.
And then,
Who else is there that you want to see all the time? Another minute.
Elijah and his brother
His brother.
Ian! I already said that one.
I didn't hear that part, sorry. Oh, you're not gonna get one in the middle.
Ah.
That's alright. I'm gonna do one more pressing.
With Daddy in it.
Nope, you do it.
Now we're going to round all the dough back up. Get this back together.
One more time.
And squish it. And you got broken. Don't worry about it. You're squishing it up the next round. I mean, back. Sorry, I said round.
Alright. Definitely time to take those out. Put these in.
Daddy, look. I got it. Mama, I'm squishing it.
You're squishing it.
Bobo is just up at the medicine shop up there.
Are we asking for some cookies? I think we can spare some.
Yep. We have lots of cookies. We make lots of show. And we spare the food we make in them.
We like to share our cookies, don't we, Grace?
Yeah. perfect tea parties. Ooh. We only got 4 cookies, Mama.
That's all right.
Ooh, I almost broke one again. And
Guys, here we have super simple treats
yeah,
that
But-
even a kid can make.
yeah.
Yeah. With adult supervision, of course, because the oven's hot.
Unless it's a teenager, they can make it.
What we need to, oh, that
They burned. They don't make one
These are going to need to cool pretty completely.
Is it
Very
hot?
soft.
They're very soft. But we're going to see. They look good.
We're gonna see how it goes if I just do 2 more cookies.
That's a little thin.
1 more cookie?
These are pretty good.
Mhm.
So, the Bob's Red Mill,
Ow.
again, is a winner.
Ow. I broke it.
That's all right.
I broke it because I
I'm going to
said
cool them
ow.
completely, mostly on the pan, because they're really fragile.
Fragile.
Probably stay fragile
Fragile.
and softer than the
It's fragile.
standard, but tasty.
But they've got the flavor.
Yep.
A little bit of. Oh.
All right, Grace. It's time to say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. I'm gonna make 1 more cookie.
Join us in a couple weeks when we make no bake oatmeal cookies. Grace can help with those too.